Hi everybody, it's Olivia Blanchard, the brand builder again, and before we get back on the subject of social media ROI and metrics and measurement, and we will, let's focus on engagement for a couple of days, just because, I mean, honestly, engagement's a lot more important, and if you don't get the engagement part right, there's not going to be a whole lot to measure. So let's focus on that, and it's interesting because this whole topic came out of a conversation that I had with Josh and Bonin over at PepsiCo last week, and some of you might have caught a few portions of that on Twitter. But essentially the question that we were discussing was, in terms of engagement, was breadth versus depth. Breadth being, vast numbers, having, 500,000 followers, and depth being not necessarily having a whole lot of followers, but really engaging very deeply and connecting with those few followers on a deep and true, legitimate emotional level. And what we'll talk about tomorrow is really the need for both depth and breadth. It's not an or question. You don't either choose the breadth or the depth. I think you have to have both in order to be really truly successful here. But that's for tomorrow. Today what I want to focus on is the actual definition of what a follower is and the importance of seeing a follower for what it is. And I think that there's been kind of and it's, follower is a misnomer in a way. It's done a huge disservice to Twitter and to a lot of business and personal strategies here on Twitter to look at followers as, something to collect, or little ducklings that kind of click on the follow button and literally start following you around and hang on your every word and never really truly engage. They're just kind of there and they want your attention. And it's not about an ego trip. And followers are not blind little ducks following you around. They're not little cultists looking to you to be their cult leader. That's not what a follower is. And what you have to understand, if you don't understand this already, is that every single follower is actually a community manager. Everyone on Twitter is a community manager. They're managing their own community. They're creating, shaping, just designing their own community based on the experience that they want to have on Twitter and based on what matters to them or what doesn't matter to them. If you don't matter to them, they're not going to follow you. If you do matter to them, they are going to follow you. So someone becoming your follower is actually an endorsement of your importance to them, and not only to them, but to their community at large, the community they've created on Twitter. So when someone with 5,000 followers clicks on the follow button when they see your avatar and they're now a follower, they're not a duckling behind you. They're actually a patron of what you have to say, and they're now bringing you and sharing what you have to say with the rest of their community. So in that sense, a follower is actually more of a promoter than truly a follower, if you follow that drift. And if you're a business or you're a person, you have to understand that. You have to shift your perception of what a follower is from the duckling to the promoter, to the patron, before you can move forward with anything else. So in that light, numbers for the sake of numbers don't matter, but numbers do matter. And you really have to treat every single follower not as just another number on your list or another little jar on your collection shelf, but someone who's actually going to help spread your message, who's going to engage with you, bring great ideas to your doorstep, call you out on your BS when you're not being forthcoming or telling you that you're wrong and showing you why. And these are people who are going to help you get better. These are people who are going to help you spread the word. Every single follower is not just a friend. They're actually an advisor. So you really, really, really have to look at what a follower is very carefully and understand the value and importance of what a follower truly is on Twitter. All right, thanks. So we'll talk about engagement in terms of breadth versus depth tomorrow. And I really look forward to all your comments, questions, suggestions, etc. All right, take care. Have a great day.